Police get advanced counter-gang course curriculum. Vapes and e-cigarettes are dangerous to school children. Two brothers cut down by police in Hanover while Reggae Boys play World Cup qualifier today. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. An advanced counter-gang course curriculum and guide was on Wednesday morning handed over to the National Police College of Jamaica by the United States and key justice system stakeholders. The curriculum, which aims to stem the tide of gang crime across the island, is specifically designed to build capacity and skills to tackle organized crime, and it was created by the U.S. and Jamaica gang investigation and prosecution experts and will guide anti-gang training course and activities which commence in 2023. Meanwhile, Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey, who heads the crime portfolio, said it is imperative that law enforcement agencies are equipped with the tools needed in the battle against criminal networks. Meanwhile, Vice Chair of Jamaica Coalition for Tobacco Control, Dr. Terry Baker, is calling for government agencies and non-governmental organizations to join forces to clamp down on the pervasive use of vapes or e-cigarettes among students. Speaking on Tuesday, Dr. Baker said there is an explosion of the use of vapes among students in primary and secondary schools because they are too accessible. They're located near the cashier. They're at eye level. They come in so many different colors. They look attractive, and then you do have flavors. You have cherry, blueberry, lemonade, you have bubblegum, cotton candy. So these are flavors that attract children, and then you also have those that have alcohol, some very popular high-name brands. They are flavored, she pointed out. Dr. Baker stressed that e-cigarettes are not safe as they contain nicotine and are generally seen as a gate yard for other drug use. Many persons think it is not a cigarette, doesn't have nicotine, and nicotine is highly addictive. She said it is more addictive than cocaine and heroin. There are growing concerns among key players within the education sector that student athletes are becoming easy targets for sexual offenders. On the back of data from the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions in April of 2024, crimes against children were at an alarmingly high rate. And according to data presented in court, there are 440 cases of sexual offenses, with two of those involving student athletes. And one of the cases had a prominent track and field coach arrested and charged with grievous sexual assault of a minor and sexual touching, and another being charged with grievous sexual assault of a male student. Meanwhile, head of the Area 1 Police Division in Hanover, Acting Assistant Commissioner of Police Glenford Miller, is warning criminals that the police will be forced to defend themselves when confronted by gunmen. And this is after Tuesday afternoon's fatal shooting of two brothers during an alleged confrontation with members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force in the parish. The deceased brothers have been identified as Henry Harvey and Romaine Harvey, both of Green Island addresses. According to Miller, who was recently transferred to the Area 1, Tuesday afternoon's confrontation commenced as the police were in the process of executing a warrant on a man in Green Island who reportedly pointed a gun at them. He said the police took action and the man was killed during the alleged confrontation. Another man, upon hearing what was happening, actually ran in the direction of the police with a firearm. He was also shot and killed, and the police actually seized that firearm, the senior cop said. But irate residents who on Wednesday staged a demonstration in Green Island over the killing contradicted the police version of the incident. They claimed that the brothers were murdered by the police and are now demanding justice. Police said that 12 of the 23 murders reported in Hanover between January 1st and June 1st were committed in the Green Island area. Shane Davis, the man charged with the murder of Constable Ricardo Fairclough in St. Anne's Bay, was remanded when he appeared in the St. Anne Parish Court on Tuesday, and his case will again be mentioned on June 18. Davis was held within hours of the April 15 shooting following intense investigation by detectives from the Major Investigations Division and the St. Anne Police. Constable Fairclough, who was a member of the operations support team in St. Anne, had just left duty and was on Bravo Street in St. Anne's Bay when he saw a robbery and shooting in progress. He intervened and was shot. And another suspect in the shooting, Cyraldo Butler, otherwise called Siri, was killed during the police military operation in Steertown. Constable Fairclough will be laid to rest on Saturday. 4 detainees have been charged for the murder of 33-year-old Rakima Bravo, who died inside the Chapelton lockup in Clarendon on Monday. The police said that unusual sounds were heard coming from one of the cells and checks were made. And Mr. Bravo was seen with a head wound reportedly inflicted by other prisoners. The Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, said 2 makeshift iron weapons were also recovered from inside the cell. Superintendent Carlos Russell, head of the Clarendon Police Division, said the men charged are 33-year-old Rashane Williams, 30-year-old Philip Russell, 23-year-old Marlo Headley, and 19-year-old Garrett Lindsay, all of Clarendon addresses. No court date has been set for the men. Mr. Bravo relatives said on Monday that he was mentally ill and should not have been placed in the same cell with the other detainees. Onto sports, unsatisfactory lighting at the National Stadium in Kingston has prompted an earlier kickoff time for Jamaica opening World Cup qualifier against the Dominican Republic this evening. The Jamaica Football Federation announced that after an evaluation by CONCACAF, they determined the lighting was still not adequate for an evening kickoff despite last-ditch efforts to rectify the situation. The second round Group E match originally was scheduled for 6:30 p.m. will now begin at 3:30 p.m. this evening. And the Jamaica team, although have some foreign-based players, is still missing several top players due to various reasons. And Dominican Republic cannot be taken lightly, but Jamaica still should come out the winner. And don't forget the best news and sports takes place on this station. If you ever miss the news, please go to YouTube, type in Jamerican Undiluted News, listen, like, share, and subscribe to keep it going. That's news and sports on your favorite radio. My name is Mikey Bones. I gone.